like one of my favorite movies of all time,
you can't
called
pay rent.
In Time
Oh yeah.
with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a good movie, one of the best. And I mean, obviously JT's a very underrated actor, but very good.
The story
And
was good. The premise was convincing. It was symbolically, metaphorically, practically in the movie for the purpose of that storyline or the plot. It had layers. You know what I mean? Like, I
and
mean,
everybody lives till they're 25.
for free, and then from
And
there on,
exactly.
you
And
could live
then
forever,
like his
but you
mom
don't.
dies, but she like looks the same age as him.
Yeah, you
And
could, but
like she
what's
just missed it at the end because I think he couldn't give her some extra time or something.
yeah, he'd just gotten like 116 years and he was all excited. But because the prices were just everything's digital, so they just increased the prices for the bus ticket from one day to the next. And she couldn't get all the way to her stop. So she was like a
Yeah.
kilometer away or something, and then or a mile, and then she tried to run to the stop where he was waiting to give her some time with some flowers. But then they couldn't meet up in time. She was like a few seconds too
Yo,
little.
it's actually
Um,
heavy, dude.
yeah,
It's a heavy movie.
I mean the idea
And then
that
he goes to high society and you see how they live,
yeah,
you
no one
know.
runs, everyone's got and but here's the crazy thing is that part where they're like they can tell he's not from around because he does everything too quickly. That really is the
That,
case
yeah.
today. It's not just something in
Yeah.
the future. Even today, listen, go to a very nice area, not just a nice shopping area of town, but go to a nice area where the houses are expensive and the shopping centers are expensive and everything. Look the way that people speak,
Body is relaxed, dude.
behave. Yeah, body's very relaxed. Kids are very relaxed, walking slowly. You don't see people like running, 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 like I'm going from one meeting to the next. Um, so it's already like that. That's why I was like,
And
oh snap.
this is why I said I'm so grateful for the life that I've lived because I've got to experience those things. Just working in those neighborhoods, working in those areas. I remember there was this German dude, Sven. How do you say that?
Sven,
Sven. Yeah,
Sven,
Sven.
Sven.
Uh, Sven, yeah. Very wealthy dude. Had a triple story house that we were working on. And I just remember he would always be in slacks, dude. Just always chilled. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going down to the harbor where they had the yachts and stuff." And once we had to go meet him there to give him the keys, and he's there having cocktails with his friends, and they're laughing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I'm like looking around, and this is a beach town. I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Everybody's just sitting and they're relaxed. And dude, there's no one's wearing fancy clothes and stuff. It's a t-shirt. That guy would wear the same t-shirt for 2 days, dude. He really did not care.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll just grab the shirt I was wearing yesterday, throw it on to come talk to us. Uh, and so you do see that difference. And then what happens is you get people who are earning some good money who think that they're rich, and so they're buying all the brand names to look a certain way to show, hey, look, I am rich, can't you see? But the true people with the wealth, they're just wearing it's like the material itself is high level. It's like the actual cotton um, shirt, and it's plain. You've got a couple of white shirts, you've got a couple of black shirts, some navy shirts, you got the nice pants, and then the watch will be nice, and maybe the shoes will be some type of Italian leather and the belt. But you're not seeing like they're not being branded like
Yeah.
cows.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I've branded you with this badge, and you're gonna walk around with it.
To
Look, I'm
advertise
wearing
my
Nike.
brand further.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm wearing Gucci, and I'm not even getting paid by this company.
That's
You
what
know what I'm saying?
that's exactly
I'm
how
not even
I
getting paid, but I've paid $1,000 for a hoodie that I'm not getting paid to wear, just to
yeah.
show other people, hey, look, I'm wearing expensive clothes. Like, if you really think about it, it's absurd.
It is. It's sick because it is sick, and I know what you mean. This is a very interesting story. So while I was in Botswana, if I in
By bots, you
Botswana,
mean Botswana.
Botswana, and I had my house, and I had a truck, and my Mazda, and I would get dirty, right? Like I have days where I'm just in torn jeans, shirt, and I'm just like picking up cement at the warehouse, dropping it off on site. I'm uh, dirty top to bottom. The more I dressed like that, the more people kept saying to me, treating me like I'm rich, and I was like, what's going on here? Right? Because I wasn't rich. Like I wasn't a millionaire. I mean, yeah, I guess my balance sheet was like over 1 million, obviously. But point being is they felt like that's what a rich person does because this guy doesn't seem to care about how he looks. He'll just go into the bank dressed exactly like that with torn jeans and his shirt's got some cement powder on it, dreads down. Um, so that's interesting. It speaks. But even though they looked at me and they're like, that guy must be rich, they still cared about the labels they were wearing. They wanted to wear Tommy Hilfiger. So I'm just wondering, what kind of a paradox is this? Like, a really rich person doesn't care about how they dress. You want to show
Well,
that you're
that's
rich, but you still
that's what
have
it
to,
is.
huh?
No, no. What I'm saying is, it is a paradox because the person who's rich doesn't have to show that they are rich.
And you know this.
They already know
Intrinsically,
it.
yeah, intrinsically, you know this in your head as a person who's not rich, right? But you're trying to show that you're rich
Exactly. So
by,
if I wear the brands and stuff, people will say to me, "Oh my goodness, how you see he's got a Gucci moon bag over his shoulders." Like, yeah, those things go for like 15,000. That is what you want people to say. And I'm not saying those things aren't nice. Um, there is a certain quality to them, but there's there's a reason for all things. And I know a bunch of wealthy people, and it's true what you're saying. Um, Another guy that I used to work for is exactly the same. Plain black t-shirt, but you can see this is not cheap quality.
yeah,
Jeans, normally it will be like a Levi's or something that he's had for a few years.
yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
not. And then the boots that any person would be like, oh, those are, this guy's not dressed up or anything.
But those boots
But
are
it's like, no,
expensive.
those boots are like, those are like 3 grand boots that he's wearing, but they last a long time.
Yeah.
And it's built for the work he's in.
Mm.
And then you see this dude grab a paintbrush, some paint falls on him. Hey, let's go get some lunch. And he's sitting there and he's pulled out the black card and he's paying for the meal. Oh, looks like I got a bit of paint on me. Whatever, I got another shirt in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so that's I've seen it. I've seen it, and
Yeah.
it's actually something I won't say to look up to, but it really puts things into perspective that draping yourself like up like a mannequin, there's, what is really behind there.
Right?
And I'm not talking about celebrities and stuff because I mean, they literally get paid to wear those items. They'll
Yeah.
get, I mean, we've seen those videos of Lil Wayne back in the day where he wakes up, he goes to his room there in the tour bus, and on his bed, he's been sent all these different items from all the different companies. He's like, oh, I got this hoodie from Balenciaga, Adidas sent me this, Gucci sent me this, Christian Dior sent me this,
He's not buying the
Versace.
stuff.
No, and it's like then he's even the what do you call those? His stylist will
Yeah.
put match up items for him, and he'll put it on. Yeah, I like this, and then he'll go out, and then people will see that, and they'll be like, "Oh my goodness, I want to be like Lil Wayne," and they'll actually go buy the jacket,
That he wouldn't have
and you'll
spent money on.
he hasn't spent a dime on any of that. You see them in certain cars and stuff. It's exactly the same thing. You know, like the truly wealthy people, they'll get something that's, you know, and cars are obviously a little bit different, but they'll get something that, like a Volvo, you know,
Mm.
that kind of just looks like, oh, he's driving a mom's
And you
car.
ask him why he bought it, he'll tell you because it's a safe car. Because
Yeah,
that's his
and
main thing. His main thing is, I'm thinking, if I get into a collision, I just want to be safe. My family is safe. Um, it's got good mileage to the tank. Um, exactly. Yeah,
like when
you're
you
right.
see someone in a Hilux, a Toyota Hilux, and you go, ooh, those are, dude, those are so high level. And people will be like, why are you driving that? Why don't you have a Ferrari or some stupid thing? And they
Mercedes,
just don't
BMW.
understand the level of that type of vehicle,
Mm.
because it's like a bucky, it's a pickup truck.
But I
Um,
think this boils
but
down
yeah,
to, I think this boils down to the mental illness of human beings.